don't just post anything, because sometimes I see people post one day about taxation, another day about treasury. Sending emails will not influence people. Believe me, if you send thousands of emails, nothing will be changed.
This is very unfortunate that finance presentation is one of the boring presentation in the meeting room today.
I want to tell the management about the aging. I want to tell them about cash flow. I want to tell them about many things, right? Because we are in the kitchen of the finance, so we see all the numbers.
Hello everyone and welcome to the podcast. It's a pleasure to have Mohamed Elrouby as my guest today. Mohamed is a highly respected figure in a FP&A community and one of the most admired contributor. He is a very good friend of mine and currently serving as a VP of Commercial Finance at the leading pharmaceutical company in Dubai. Mohamed brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. In this episode, we will explore Mohamed's aspiring career journey and dive into valuable insight and how professionals can advance their career in FP&A. Let's begin.
Thank you very much, Nadeem, for inviting me for today. I'm sure it will be a very interesting discussion.
No, discussion is always interesting when you are there, actually.
Thank you, my friend.
So, thank you, Ruby, for joining this podcast. And it's a long time that we know each other and we have collaborated in many projects. We are working together in so many projects, like we are attending events as a speaker. We have done some certification together. So I know your journey. But I want people to understand that who is Elrouby and how he started his journey and what are the challenges he's faced to reach to this level where you are today.
Thank you, Nadeem. Actually, I'm a global finance and strategy leader with almost 22 years of experience in global multinational companies. I worked in big pharmaceutical companies and also FMCG organizations. I worked in Johnson & Johnson, Novartis, Takeda, and also from FMCG, I worked in Energizer. So I handled multiple international senior roles across Middle East, Africa, Southeast Asia, and Turkey. And currently I'm managing a global role as a VP Global Commercial Finance. And actually my FP&A and finance business partnering is my passion. When I started my career, I started as a management accountant. So I was lucky that when I started my career, I started in the management accounting area, not the traditional accounting. So I had to establish the finance department from scratch and handling different areas related to management accounting. Then I moved to Nissan, it's a Japanese manufacturing company, as a financial analyst in the FP&A functions. Also, I was lucky because they was establishing that new FP&A functions. Then I moved to my favorite industry, in the pharmaceutical industry. So I joined Johnson & Johnson as a senior financial analyst. Then I got a promotion as a controller for Egypt and Libya. Then I moved to Novartis as a head of FP&A, managing more than 40 markets as a head of FP&A. Then I moved to FMCG industry in Energizer. So I was the head of finance, managing the commercial finance and the FP&A area as for Egypt and North Africa. Then I got promoted to manage Middle East and Africa. Then I moved back again to pharmaceutical as a head of FP&A for India, Middle East and Africa in Allergan. And now I'm the global head of commercial finance in Pharmanovia. So it was a long journey in the FP&A area and the commercial finance. Yeah.
So I think you are born for FP&A, right?
So,
when did you realize that FP&A is the right path for you? Why did you?
Yeah, actually, FP&A is not just about the skills, it's about also your mindset, your passion, If you like, to be involved in the business decision making, being closely to the other functions like commercial team, sales people, supply chain. If you have the curiosity, to understand business, curiosity to build relationships, I believe this is the right mindset for FP&A. Also, if you don't like, to just follow the rules or standards like, IFRS or US GAAP or whatever, but you need to have like a freedom, to build your own analysis, your own judgment, your own ratios, your own, management reports. This is the areas that I found myself, more passionate about it, which is no rules I have to follow. No, I have to put all of my creativity, all of my, passion to develop something really valuable to the business.
So there is a misunderstanding, Mohammed, that I also had this misunderstanding that you cannot work in FP&A without accounting experience or background. But I think in your case, you did not work a lot in accounting part. Your majority of career started as a management accountant, then you moved to FP&A. So are you missing this knowledge that accounting knowledge is important for FP&A professionals, or they can manage without this knowledge?
Yeah, let's differentiate between two things, right? Accounting as just an operational job, like just managing, accounts payables or accounts receivables. This is very, very pure, operational job. It will not add much value to you in the FP&A area. But for sure, you have to understand the accounting principles. You have to understand the connections between financial statements. So the accounting standards, definitely, I should know it very well, and I studied very well during my career. Also understanding the relationships between the sub ledgers and the full accounting operations, full accounting cycle. You have to understand very well. But just to have a day-to-day job as an accountant or ledger or managing bank reconciliation, I don't think this is something will add much value to you as an FP&A. But for sure, you should have the fundamentals, should understand the accounting cycles, accounting conceptual frameworks. This is definitely what we have to understand.
So when we talk about FP&A position in any company, what is the responsibility of FP&A if this is not about accounting? So what they are doing? Just give us some brief understanding so people can understand the where they have to focus if they want to shift to FP&A area.
Yeah, FP&A, I believe FP&A is the heart of the organization, okay? The only functions connecting, connect all the dots is the FP&A. Why? Because in the FP&A, you are the person who has to communicate with all departments when you build the annual budget or financial forecast or revenue forecast or whatever. So you have to speak to HR, you have to speak to supply chain, you have to speak to sales, you have to speak to marketing. So the only functions connect all the dots is the FP&A. Also, when you report to the management, the monthly performance report or the quarterly performance report or annual reports, also you have to get insights from all departments. So FP&A is a function that has to speak to all functions, connect all the dots between all functions. This is the FP&A. What are the key responsibilities of the FP&A? Number one, it came from the job title itself, FP&A. FP means financial planning. So all types of planning we have to manage as an FP&A. Annual budgeting, rolling forecast, strategic plans, long-range plans, latest estimates, all types of planning we have to manage. This is number one. Number two, analysis. We have to analyze our business. We have to analyze financial and non-financial data. We have to support decision making. So we have to work as a decision support and business advisors to all of our business partners. Number three, we should be the business partner to our business. We have to support them in all decision making, whatever strategic decision making or operational strategic making. Number four, management reporting. FP&A has to build all the needed reports to the internal and external user from FP&A perspective or from management perspective. And last but not least, managing projects. FP&A should lead different projects, how to improve profitability, how to improve cost initiatives or cost-saving initiatives. We have to lead projects also related to digital transformations. And one of the key projects, I know it's your also favorite project, Nadeem, which is zero-based budgeting, for example. This type of projects, right? So FP&A should manage these types of projects, yeah.
That's perfectly understandable that they have to work with the business and different kind of department and they have to connect the pieces. But where is the beginning? If somebody does not have any FP&A experience, how he will enter into this function? This is what I need to know.
Okay. I always talk about three things to be a good FP&A, or if you'd like to shift your career from accounting to FP&A. I believe there are three things. Number one, mindset. Mindset is a mindset that's needed to be a successful FP&A, which means you should have the curiosity to understand business, right? If you don't care
Correct.
about business or just need to manage operational or work behind computer screen, definitely this is not the right job for you, right? So mindset to build relationships, mindset to understand your business, mindset also to support people, not work like a controller or a policeman. Just no, your role is to help people. This is a mindset you have to think about. Also turning data into insights. Yes, you're right, Nadeem. So this is all about mindset. Number two, skill set. What are the key skill set for FP&A? Number one, data storytelling, I believe, is very, very important. Many accountants are very good in building reports, but they don't know how to present or deliver the right message or delivering the right insights to the management. They don't have the ability to summarize what are the key messages, how can I summarize the full month's performance or quarter performance in 2 to 3 minutes. This is the ability also to deliver the right message that's relevant to your audience. Also how to use the right visuals, many things related to data storytelling. Also looking forward views. If you don't have the strategic views or looking forward views, this is also one of the most important skills for FP&A. So there are a certain skill set, we can talk about soft skills. Technical skills, definitely financial modeling, budgeting, planning, forecasting, financial modeling, also how to develop, the right business cases, how to write the management reports, how to use the right visuals. Tech stuff is very important now. Without technology, definitely we cannot lead the FP&A properly. So you should know how to deal with BI system, APM system, CPM system, AI. This is also one of the key skills for the FP&A people. Yeah.
The problem is when you are highlighting a lot of things that people need to learn and understand, it takes a lot of time to understand. It's a journey actually. It will not happen from the beginning, because the part you highlighted is data storytelling. You cannot tell any story of the business without business understanding. Because if you are reading just financial statement or income statement, this is not the story. You are just reading the number. Anybody can read it. So the beauty of FP&A is the data storytelling. So how people normally, how is your experience? How you practice these things? And what is the success factor in your life that trigger to be a good data storyteller?
Yeah, I believe data storytelling is number one. You should know what are the key messages that I have to tell the management about it. Okay, I will give you one simple example, Nadeem, and I'm sure you will get my point, right? Let's say that you met your CEO in the elevator. Okay, so in the elevator you have a chance of only 20 to 30 seconds, right? And if your CEO, a few seconds, right? If your CEO asked you during that time, what did we achieve last month, or we have just closed the year or close the quarter or close the month, what did we achieve, or what is the key performance that you need to tell me? Definitely you cannot speak for 40 minutes or 2 hours or whatever. So this skills to summarize everything in the most important 2 to 3 numbers or 2 to 3 key messages, this is the first step and the most important step in data storytelling. Okay, we call it elevator pitch or whatever. So how to summarize the top important message into 3 things? Because we are as a finance people, we are very passionate. I want to tell the management about the aging. I want to tell them about cash flow. I want to tell them about many things, right? Because we are in the kitchen of the finance, so we see all the numbers, right? So we need to tell everything. But if you told everything, people will not get anything, right? So you have to have these skills of seeing what are the most relevant messages I have to tell the management about. This is number one. Number two, you have to think how to simplify the message to audience. Why? Because we are not presenting to just finance people, right? In the board of directors or the leadership team, you have HR people, you have engineers, whatever the background, right? So you have to know how to simplify the financial numbers into a simple business language, into a simple things. Number three, you should learn how to use data visualization, because if you make all of your presentations just numbers, P&L and balance sheet, and people will get bored and it will be very difficult, right? Especially I see some people put in one slide more than 700 numbers, just the actual versus budget, year to go, year to date, hundreds of numbers in one slide. So learn how to visualize it, make it a very simple chart, very simple table, and that will be very helpful to the people. Last but not least, how to tell the story, how to make engaging story, how to make inspiring story. And I know we are the finance people, we are left-brain people, right? We all about facts and about evidence, but our marketing people are very good and our sales people are very good in telling stories and inspiring people. So this is the area to, yes.
They are right-brain people, yes.
Yes. This is why we need to learn how to inspire people, how to tell us engaging story. If you combine those 4 things, believe me, you're gonna be a strong data storyteller.
I think this is very unfortunate that finance presentation is one of the boring presentation in the meeting room today. But it should be reverse. Finance should be a most interesting presentation because finance has full helicopter view of the company. They
Yes.
can present many things by connection of everything. What is happening in sales, what is happening in operation, what is happening in cash, in bank. They have full view. But unfortunately, because of the lack of knowledge of data storytelling, they are not able to present themselves properly. All right. So, and
Yes.
this is the main issue in finance, that finance presentation has always boring presentation. It's just about numbers. They are not telling any story. So that's perfectly true, Ruby. So Ruby, you are working from Dubai, right? And
Yes.
you are working in a pharmaceutical company. From You are not in the office actually. You are working online in your company. So what is the difference between work from home and work from the office? Because I can see a lot of gaps. When you are in the office, you have different type of connections, meetings, collaboration, but online is so difficult. How you manage these kind of things?
Yeah, actually, I have like a hybrid model. Actually, also I go to office in some days, and also I'm working remotely from home. But why? Because I'm managing a global role, so I have to meet people in Singapore at 10 o'clock a.m. and I have to meet people in Latam, in Mexico, and the US at
Okay.
9 p.m. So I have to know how to manage people remotely, how to manage business remotely, how to conduct effective meetings remotely. This is why
Yeah.
I always seeing that finance should work closely with people, regardless if you are meeting people face to face or not. But meet people, even virtually, phone calls, using Teams, Zooms, whatever. But meet people. Don't just hide yourself behind computer screen and just sending emails. Sending emails
Mm.
will not influence people. Believe me, if you send thousands of emails, nothing will be changed. So meet people, invite people for. Sometimes I initiate some things like invite people for coffee with FP&A. I initiated one campaign before in my previous company. I call it coffee with FP&A, virtual coffee with FP&A. Why? Because even if you are working remotely with people, you can have like a kind of a socialization with people. Just 15 minutes, have a coffee with the
Virtual
salesman.
coffee.
Virtual coffee, yeah. One week, every week I meet maybe one week with the sales manager, another week with our general manager, one week with the supply chain. So this kind of initiatives will help you to engage more with people, build rapport, build relationships. This is the right things to do.
See, what you are telling me is we have also one skill which is business partnering. Yeah, FP&A is all about, I think, technical skills which you should be able to prepare the budgeting, forecasting, financial modeling. But on
Yes.
the other ends, you have to learn the business partnering skill, because I think FP&A is incomplete without business partnering skill.
Yes.
So,
Right.
so is this any skill that how people learn it? Why how they will learn business partnering? Because FP&A, it's all about numbers. You can learn it from the books. You can learn it from any certification. But I think business partnering skills is not something that you can learn from the books.
Yes. Correct.
So how was your experience? How did you build this skill?
Actually, Nadeem, these skills came first from mindset. Okay. So if you have the mindset of I want to help people, not just being a controller or a policeman, I want to help people. I want to sit with the salespeople really to help them to achieve their target, to show with them what is the right sales mix, what is the right ROI, what's the right commercial initiatives or commercial campaigns or whatever, right? So it's about mindset of helping people. It's about the mindset of building
Yeah.
relationships. It's about the mindset of really offering help. Go to the HR office. How can I help you today? I can help you in building, for example, a dashboard for your headcount or personal cost.
Oh,
I can go to the supply chain. How can I help you today? So I can help you in building like demand planning, forecasting, or tools or model or whatever, right? So once you help people, you can build, good relationships with them. Number three, which is most of finance people making this mistake, Nadeem, is just keen about their finance task or finance job, right? Once they meet anyone, where is the budget numbers? Did you? Where is the expense? Where is what? They asking only about the things that they need, but they never
yeah.
keen about people itself. They didn't ask people. How was your meeting yesterday? How was your meeting with your client?
Ah,
How was your negotiation with your distributor, with your wholesaler, right? How was your weekend? How was your kids? How was your anything, right? Show an interest in people. This is something very important. So show an interest in people. help people, building rapport with people, and even smile. Believe me, this is very simple advice, Nadeem, to be a business partner, but really smile. If you be like very serious CFO, and sometimes I know some CFOs people, get scared to go to their office or afraid to go to their office, right? So smile to people and build rapport with people. This is something also very
So
important.
you think accountant does not smile? They just serious person, huh?
Very
All the
serious
time.
people. Where is the expense? Where is the reconciliations? Where is the accrual? How come you build relationships with people like?
I think this is you said rightly that you should behave that people should understand that you are part of their team. If you are working with sales team, so you salesperson should realize that he is helping me really. He is part of my team, so he can tell you stories, what is happening in the market, what is happening with customers. So you have that true story, and that story really help you to present financial, because you are
Exactly.
not in the market. You cannot learn without their support. So support will come when you will support. First, your support should go there. If your not support will not be there, how they will support you? This is, I think, what you are trying to say.
You said it right, Nadeem. And believe me, business insights cannot come from the nice presentations and the nice PowerPoint presentation. Business insights come when you speak to the people who are working on the ground. If you are working
Mm.
in a trade company or retail company or whatever, once you spend time with the sales people, the sales reps, and go to meet wholesalers, meet merchandiser, whatever, this is the area that you can get a real business insights. If you are working in a manufacturing company and go to your manufacturing sites, meet workers, seeing the production flow, this is the area that you will get a real business insights. But just sitting in the big meeting room, just listening to presentation from marketing people, say, believe me, business insights not come from presentation, came from the real people who are working on the ground.
And I think you should not forget the opportunity to attend the meetings. Whenever you got the opportunity for attending business meeting, that is a real opportunity. You can go for it, and you should have a lot of insight about the business when you're part of meeting. Even you're sitting silent, but you are getting a lot of information, and that information will help you to present your financial and numbers.
Yes, that's true. That's true, Nadeem. Yes.
Mohammed, one of the skill that I am hearing about XP&A, and I think we have met in different events, and I saw you were presenting about XP&A, too much things. So what is XP&A and FP&A? What is the main difference between these two terms?
Yeah. FP&A is the traditional FP&A, who is the person who is managing the financial planning and analysis. So starting with financial planning, which means dealing with the financial data, dealing only with the numbers, dealing only with the financial planning and financial analysis. So when they make planning, just making
Hmm.
budgeting, forecasting, whatever, related to the financial statements, okay? And
Correct.
also from analysis, also they analyzing only the financial data, analyzing sales, analyzing OPEX, analyzing whatever. This is the FP&A. But XP&A, X means extended. So extended P&A, extended planning and analysis. What does
Okay.
it mean by extended? The role now, Nadeem, extended for the FP&A. Now the business needs the FP&A not just to analyze financial data. They need the FP&A to analyze non-financial data. They need us to analyze the
Hmm.
market share, analyze the competitors, analyze the non-financial data, analyzing the POS data came from the sales team, analyzing CRM data, right? So this is number one. Planning also, they need the FP&A to be a corporate planner, not just a financial planner. So they need the FP&A to manage the full corporate planning for the organization, not only for the financial planning. So the role
Yeah.
extended, yeah, to deal with
So,
financial and the non-financial data. Yeah.
so non-financial means again you have to jump into business area and understand the quantitative information, so that you can link what is the reason of increasing sales, what is the reason of decreasing profit. So you have to go at the driver level, who drives the financial. I think this is what we need to understand. So in our normal certification and education, people are teaching FP&A only. I I have never seen that people are teaching XP&A in their FP&A certification. So if they want to learn XP&A, what they should do?
XP&A, you need to learn two things, okay?
Yeah.
On the top definite of the FP&A. Number one, data analysis and data analytics, okay? Because you have to deal with non-financial data, right? So
Yeah.
if the marketing director give me a dump of data, this is our, website traffic. This is our customer traffic
Yeah.
for all of our stores. So we have to know how to deal with non-financial data, how to deal with big data, how to analyze it, how to categorize it, how to get insights from this data. So data analysis and data analytics, I believe, something very important. And number two, as you said, business acumen, business understanding. Because if I have to analyze and get insights from the non-financial data and deal with other departments, other functions, other non-financial insights, I have to understand business. So those are the two important things: business acumen and data analytics.
What is the tips to understand business? How, if somebody want to understand business, what is the starting point? I mean, the business has a lot of dynamics, We have operation, we have supply chain, we have HR, we have admin. So should be the right starting point to learn the business?
Yeah. Number one, to understand business, believe me, invite people for coffee, invite people for lunch, sit with the with the non-finance people, sit with the supply chain, with HR, with IT, sit with the people, really invite them for coffee, invite them for whatever, for lunch, whatever, and spend quality time with them, understand what they are doing, understand their objectives, their challenges, speak with them, speak with everyone inside your organization. This is number one. Number two, field visit, very important. Field visit. If you are working in a retail company or FMCG or whatever, visit your wholesalers. Spend the day. Actually, in my career, I spend days with the salespeople. I spend full days with them, seeing how they meet clients, how they convince them about our products, how they present our products. I seeing also our products on the shelf, in the hypermarkets or on the stores. Though field visit is very important. If you are working in a manufacturing company, visit your manufacturing site. So field visit is very important. Number three, which is very important advice for anyone: draw your business model. The 9 canvas business model. So this business model summarizes the full business in one slide. So sit with all departments and try to fill this 9 canvas or 9 boxes. Okay. Once you fill it, you understand. Oh, where is my key, distribution channels? What is my value? What are my value proposition? What are our key business drivers, revenue drivers, cost drivers, key partners? In one slide, you can understand the full picture of your business. This is number three. Number four, which is very important, is to, as you said, attend all possible meetings you can. Attend HR meeting, attend sales and marketing meeting, listen to understand the other world of the other people, the world of the other people. This is something very important. And also there's other advices, like very simple advice. You can get it in 2 hours. Download your product list. Just go to your ERP system or accounting system, download your product list, just master list. Take this master list and sit with the marketing people. Guys, this is our products. Can you tell me what product one by one? What is the value proposition for this product? What is the pricing strategy? Who are our competitors? In couple of hours, you'll understand everything about your products, right? This is something very simple. You can tell also if any new joiner or anyone like that. And last but not least, offer training to your organization. Give them finance for non-finance, advanced Excel. During this training, people will share with you different business cases. What about accruals? I have this case. So they will share with you different cases and you will get also good business.
Correct. So this is a volunteer exercise that you should do. And even not, you will learn business, you will improve your soft skills, your presentation, your teamwork, your communication skills. A lot of things happen when you start going for training. Because I started my, when I started my coaching process, I started with 3 people that I started with the coaching in my company. I was good in Excel, so I just brought 3-4 people in the meeting room and trained them for a half an hour. And that half an hour was so important because I learned so many things. I took the feedback from them. They gave me good feedback. Then I improved myself. So that is correctly, I agree with you. So
and also,
I'm
giving people training also help you to build the credibility with people because you have a knowledge and people will trust your knowledge.
Yes. So you are taking a lot of certification, Mohammed. You are ACMA, CGMA. It's a list of certification. And recently, I think you have done some doctorate degree, right? So
Yes.
how's your experience? Why you are going for these kind of certification? What is the value it's being added in your career?
Yeah, I believe we have to up to date, with all the new, new trends, new frameworks, new techniques. This is why, global certificates is very important for us to develop
Mm.
also our knowledge and our skills. And I believe for FP&As, I believe certification is very important. And from my perspective, I see there are very good certificates for the FP&As that can develop the skills of financial planning, analysis, modeling, and getting the acumen also of the FP&A role. So it's very important. And if you stop learning,
Mm.
definitely you will be behind, behind. Yeah.
One of the thing that I just need to touch about the interview techniques. People are going for FP&A interviews and they are making a lot of mistakes. So if you planning to hire FP&A professional with your team, what are the main characteristics or skills you will see in the candidate?
Yeah, this is a very good question, Nadeem, because in my career, definitely I have to hire, many FP&A professionals. And I believe number one, which I focus on, is the soft skills and the mindset. Okay, this is very important because, as you said, technical skills people can learn it. Anyone can join any company, understand the systems, understand the models. That's could be done easily. But the mindset is very difficult to change anyone's mindset. So when I interview anyone, I number one, I ensure this person is really open to build relationships with people, because if the person is introvert and just like to be in a shy position, just working behind computer screens, this is not the right person to be an FP&A. So I need someone energetic and welcome and open to build relationships with people and have the curiosity to build relationships with people. Number two, business acumen. If I feel the person is all about IFRS and accounting standards and only stick to the rules and it's not open to understand business, understand what's behind numbers, this is also something very difficult. Number three, definitely the technical knowledge and the experience. Experience for me is very,
Hmm.
very important. Someone really has experience in building, budgeting, planning, forecasting. This is something. But if someone new joiner or sorry, no fresh graduates or entry level, I will focus 100% on soft skills and mindset.
So number one skill, you will see how he is passionate about business understanding. Second thing, you will see realize that if he is building relationship or not, and you will see some technology skills because Power BI, Excel, these are basics now. It's not something that it's luxury. It's a basic you have to be aware of. So these kind of things you will understand from the candidate before you hire it.
Yes, tech savvy nowadays very important
Yeah.
because now without technology you cannot succeed in the FP&A, because now we have to deal with ERP system, APM system, AI, different things. Yeah.
So what is the minimum skills people should learn in terms of technology? If I ask you technology, what is the basic things they need to know
For FP&A,
for FP&A?
yeah, basic skill definitely they should know how to deal with data, right? Using BI
Yeah.
systems. This BI system is very important. How to organize data, how to create dashboards from the data, how to make mapping between different data from different sources. So this kind of data management is very important for FP&A. Data management and data modeling. Okay, this is very important because as an FP&A, you will get maybe sales data from one source, HR data from another source. Having data from different system, different things, if you don't have full APM system or whatever. So dealing with data is something very important for FP&A. This is why we have to learn how to deal with BI systems, and definitely advanced Excel skills also is very important. Number
Hmm.
two, which came to our recently, which is the AI, right? Using generative AI, using different sources of APIs to make the job more efficient, more agile. This is something important. And I would be more than happy if the person has a background or strong background of understanding APM system or CPM system, understanding
Hmm.
how to connecting the to combine the financial planning with the operational planning and with the strategic planning in one platform. So this is something very important.
Yeah, because if you have a lot of knowledge, you have good relationship, you have understanding of business, and if you cannot operate the data, it is something you are missing a big area in your life. It's
Yeah,
because you have to, because story comes from data, and data, you are the custodian of the data. You have the full control on data, and you can use this data for your and company both growth. Because if you are bringing numbers from the different stories, you will become more valuable because expectation is different from you. If you
exactly.
compare to accountant, FP&A expectation is completely different. They are helping, they are the driver actually to run the business, and they are the people who is guiding people that where are you standing, where are you landing. So they can control, they are a control tower completely.
Yes, yes. And you said it well, Nadeem. If you know Andrew Jepson, he's one also of the leaders in the market about finance business partnering, and he published a very good book about finance business partnering. The book is all he summarized. It's something called quiet model. Okay, quiet starting with Q. Q means quality of data. So this is the number one, because let's say you build a very good dashboard and tell very good story, but the number is wrong. If your numbers are
Yeah.
wrong, everything will be gone, right? So quality of data is very important. Quality in, quality out, or garbage in, garbage out, right? So number one, quality of data. How can you ensure quality of data without business acumen, financial acumen? As you said, you should also understand accounting very well, and having the right system, how to deal with data, how to make checkpoints. This is something very
Hmm.
important. So quality is come from number one, and without building credibility, you will not definitely be able to influence people, right? How can I build the
Yeah.
trust and credibility and my numbers always wrong, right?
So this is important, that accuracy is also important. It's not about data, it's not about reports, it's about accuracy as well. And if you are presenting something, that you should be responsible for the right numbers, and you should validate the number before you present to anybody. That is
Yeah.
also critical area of FP&A. So that's perfectly fine. So I saw your profile, Mohammed. You are engaging in a lot of training as well. You, on top of your full-time job, you have some passion of training. I found you in different events where you went as a speaker. You are building your personal brand. Mashallah, you are doing so many things. So tell me about that journey. How you started the training? This passion was from the beginning, or it came after something?
But actually, since the beginning of my career, even at the beginning of my career, I was, teaching advanced Excel. I was teaching computerized accounting. So
Yeah.
I like teaching since the beginning of my career. And the more knowledge you get, you will, get more passion to transfer the knowledge to people. I like, transfer the knowledge to people. I like to, develop the whole finance industry. And I'm passionate, about especially the areas related to FP&A, financial planning, strategic planning, finance business partnering, digital transformation. This is my areas of interest. This is why I'm passionate about transferring the knowledge to anyone. Yeah.
So with your full-time job, how you are managing these things? It consumes a lot of time. Your family, your full-time job, and on top of it, you are consuming time for these kind of activity where there is a time is required for this. You know. So how you manage the time?
It's all about passion, Nadeem. If you have passion, believe me,
Yeah.
you will find time. Even if you are tired, you will you will continue and continue, because it's all about passion. Number one. Number two, definitely time management is very important. And I always allocate at least 1 hour at the early morning, plus one of the 2 days of the weekend, usually Saturday. I usually allocate this time to develop myself and also develop others as well.
So you are spending time to develop others and as well as yourself. So both are going together. And
Yes.
so you use the time on a working day. For example, your time is global, right? I think you are working with UK companies and you have very difficult slot to work on these things, because I think you are working on mid of the day. It's not from the morning. It's not the
Yes.
normal timing, I think, right?
Yes.
So it's so difficult to bring time all these things. So you use Saturdays only, right? Not only working day.
I use Saturday and 1 hour in the early morning. Yeah.
And what about your family? If family is allowing you everything, or you have some clashes with the families?
No, until now they are fine. Yes, I manage it very well, and also I give good time also to them on Sundays and at the end of each day. So it's
Okay,
all about
you
time management. And building
All right.
relationships also. You have to manage the relationships also.
Yeah. So you are very active on LinkedIn as well. So you have mashallah 42,000 followers right now. And I saw you are so humble on LinkedIn. People are connecting with you, and you are responding everybody. So how did you start your journey on LinkedIn? How was the experience?
Yeah, actually, LinkedIn definitely is a very long journey because to reach to 40,000 followers or whatever, definitely it takes years, to develop that kind of followers, and people are, keen to learn from you and, get your insights. So it takes time. What I advise people to focus on your passion and focus on your key areas that you are really expert in. Okay, don't just post anything, because sometimes I see people post one day about taxation, another day about treasury, third day about
Yeah.
controlling. If you are just posting for the sake of posting, people will not realize that you are specialized in certain area, right? So you have to position yourself as you are expert in the areas that you are really expert in and you are passionate about it. If you are just posting many things for different areas, you will not be considered as an expert in certain areas. So my advice, focus on one or two areas at maximum.
So how personal branding help people to grow in their career? Because this is all about personal branding. You are working on LinkedIn, so many things you are writing, you are spending extra time. But people don't write on LinkedIn. They are just reading, reading, reading. So what are the few tips that you can give to the people that they should motivate to write on LinkedIn? It's not only job searching platform. It's a dynamic platform where you can learn many things. You can help people. You can offer values to the people. So any tips that how people start working on LinkedIn?
Yeah, on LinkedIn, I always advise people first, definitely don't start with writing, big articles or at the beginning, right? Because you still need to, you know, uh, try to learn this stuff, and you are not at the beginning expert in certain area, right? So
Yeah.
I always start with follow the expert people first. So if you are passionate about, let's say, digital transformation, so follow the most, influencer people and the most expert people in this area. Then start to comment on their articles. What about
Mm.
this area? I see this area. I just 2 or 3 lines maximum. All right. Next step, start to repost their posts and add your view. Just 2 to 3 lines.
Mm. Yeah.
After that, start to write short blogs, just short blogs. Just your view about short blogs. Once you become expert and you get a good number of followers, you start to write your own articles. Okay, this is what I suggest. But again, focus on one or two areas at maximum. Don't be the person of posting anything and everything.
And even before writing, you should know your niche. This is so important. You cannot be expert for everything. You have to find yourself in a way that you can create the value for certain things. You should be specialized for something. I think this is one of the key here. You cannot jump yourself from engineer, then doctor, then accountant. It will not work, because I think LinkedIn recognize you in certain niche when you're writing it.
Correct.
And if you are writing different topics, LinkedIn will not recognize you that where your post should go.
Exactly.
You are actually you are confusing LinkedIn by posting different type of things. Today you are writing on sports, tomorrow writing on politics, and then you are writing on finance. So that will not work.
Exactly.
So because LinkedIn is not the human, he do not understand your emotions, what you are feeling. So
Yes.
he understands the post only, concrete numbers. If this will not fly, he will not fly.
100% Nadeem. This is why I'm saying be passionate and show the community that you are expert in one or two areas maximum. This
Yeah.
is the area. Yes.
So you conduct your training in your company as well?
Yeah, actually, yes. In my previous companies and actually in my current company, I like, as I told you, I like, teaching, I like training. So I conducted different training in my career to non-finance people. So I conducted very successful finance for non-finance training to different
Oh.
industries, different people in my pharmaceutical companies. I give finance for non-finance for doctors. It told me this is our first time to really understand finance. So I have the talent to simplify message, speak the business language, not just the finance language. Yeah.
And when you train in your company, that help you a lot. for your growth as well. The people will see you from different perspective and different eyes. So people has a lot of knowledge in their mind, but they don't have that courage to convey the message. So what is your recommendation to the people that they should be motivated and they should go for voluntary training? It's not about money only, it's about your reputation as well. So you build
Yes.
your reputation when you go for any training within your company.
And actually, Nadeem, we are as a finance people, we have too much knowledge, right? We have too much information we
Too
can
much,
share
too much.
with the people. We are very good, in teaching people, Excel, advanced Excel, accounting, managing working capital, managing your cash. Even sometimes you can give them how to manage your personal cash. I like also your presentation, Nadeem, before when you talk about the zero-based budgeting. And you started with how to manage your personal cash first, right?
Yeah.
How to manage your personal expense first. Before you manage your company's expenses, you have to manage your own expense, right? So sometimes also you can give advices to people for their personal life, which is very good also. Yeah.
I was part of one of our course as well, Money Mindset Masterclass, and we were discussing about that our entire education system teach you that how to manage company financial. And this education system is not telling us how to manage our financial.
Yes, yes.
So I have seen many senior finance professionals, even CFO, they are not good in managing their personal finances. They're very good in company finances management, but they're not good in their personal finances. And whatever the salary they are getting, they're always in a problem because they don't have any
Yes.
saving. They don't have any long-term plan. If they are getting some money, where to invest, where to start making money from the money.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yani, this part is completely missing in our education system.
100%. This is why I see even the new education and the new systems, they started to add these topics to the new generation at school. How to manage your
Exactly.
personal finance. And I saw it also
Yeah.
on YouTube and this. Yeah.
So we are end of the show, Mohammed, and I just want to hear from you any recommendation you can provide advice for anybody who want to become like you.
Thank you, Nadeem. I believe my advice to the new, finance professionals and the people who are starting their career, please make the balance between technical skills and soft skills. I made this mistake myself in the beginning of my career. I focused big time on the technical skills. I have to take CPA and CMA and CIF. I will focus only on the technical skills. I did not give a quality time to the soft skills. But I realized the importance of the soft skills when I grow in my career. I saw that how important the negotiation skills, how important that the leadership skills, storytelling skills. This is why I advise everyone to make the balance between soft skills and technical skills.
Correct. And this is very powerful advice that they have to shift focus from technical to soft as well. I understand when you start your career, technical skills is very important because this is the criteria of your hiring. But when you move forward after 4 to 5 years, you have to start shifting your mindset towards soft skills and you have to start balancing. You cannot forget about technical skills because this is your core area. But on top of it, you have to manage the balance. For example, if you are learning in the beginning 20% soft skills, 80% technical skills.
Okay.
So after 4 to 5 years, you have to shift 50% soft skills and 50% technical skills. Your focus should shift. And that is the key of success. Otherwise, you cannot become the leader in your company without soft skills.
No way. And even the CFO now, definitely CFO is not person who is building models or dealing
definitely.
with ERP. So it's like it became now 80 or 90% leadership skills and soft skills.
Leadership skills. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for your time. And it's really pleasure having you in my podcast. And I've been putting your LinkedIn address URL in my description. So people want to join you, want any help. Mohamed Elrouby is always available for any help as usual. So when we need any help, we always reach to Mohamed and he always respond to us. Thank you, Mohamed, for your time and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Nadeem. It was a great pleasure to speak to you today. Thank you very much.